What's up, everyone? It's Tim from TimPlaysAGame here with Pokemon TCG Live playing on PC. Tonight we're looking at the Zoroark deck with a little bit of a modification to it. When I was testing the Zoroark deck, there's one glaring weakness to this deck that I couldn't get over. It's just that so many of the attacking Pokemon in here have abilities. The main attacking Pokemon being freaking Zoroark EX. And there's another card in this... Hold on, I'm just gonna pull this up real quick. I think it's... Wall deck, yeah. Called Cornerstone Ogerpon EX. Prevent all damage from attacks done to this Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon that have any ability. The main attacker in a Zoroark EX deck, and Zoroark EX, is Zoroark EX. And because it has an ability, it can't really hit Cornerstone Ogerpon. So the best way, I mean, even Pecharunt EX, which is a last-ditch effort attacker, can't attack him. Darmanitan can, but it's dependent on if they have enough energy in the discard pile with Backdraft, or if you can, even Flame Body Cannon doesn't really do it. You have to kind of just get around the Cornerstone. I have a solution, though. I've added in one copy of Okidogi EX. Poisonous Musculature pulls Dark Energy out. If you get it out early and start knocking out Pokemon with it, those two basic energy can come back later through Ends PP up, which pulls energy out of the discard pile, attaches it to Zoroark. This is kind of a weird deck. Let's start with the backbone of the deck. Zoroark EX, the main attacker, the draw power, the just a crazy card. Trade. You must discard a card from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may draw 2 cards. So, kind of like the Refinement Curlia from previous sets. You discard a card, draw 2 cards. Best way to do it, probably discard Dark Energy, draw 2 cards, and then use something like Ends PP up to pull the Dark Energy, put it right back on the Zoroark EX. There are other ways you can do. You can just kind of filter out your deck. The one notice I do want to make, there's only 3 Zoroark in this deck. I see a lot of decks run 4, very few run 3, but really I don't think you need more than 3. It's nice to have that draw power, but if you have 4 of them, you will deck yourself out. So I don't think there's any real reason to run more than 3. Might be wrong on that. Go ahead and tell me how wrong I am in the comments section. Now here's the thing. It's attack Night Joker. Choose one of your benched Ends Pokemon attacks and use it as this attack. There's only really 4 attacks that we can really use very well. We can use Ends Darmanitan, which will probably be our main attacker. Late game Backdraft can actually be pretty powerful. Does 30 damage for each basic energy in your opponent's discard pile. After you've been knocking out a few Pokemon, you can kind of pull this. You can pull Backdraft, do some pretty good damage. The better attack, Flame Body Cannon. You discard all energy from this Pokemon. You do 90 to the active and 90 to the bench, which is great because you can essentially knock out 2 Pokemon. The problem is you discard all energy. So if it was on Ends Darmanitan, we'd lose 3 energy, but we're attacking through Ends Zoroark, which can basically just discard those 2 dark energy, and we can pull those energy back pretty easily. More on that later. The other Ends Pokemon we can copy attacks off of are Ends Reshiram. Powerful Rage does 20 damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. Now, on Ends Reshiram, it can do as much as 240, which is meh. But on a big tanky Pokemon like Zoroark with its 280 HP, we can do as much as 540 damage. We really don't need to worry about that too much. If you have at least 16 damage counters on him, 17 damage counters, you can knock out virtually anything. Because that would be like 340 damage. That knocks out virtually anything. So you're good there. And then we have Virtuous Flame. If you don't have enough damage on you, if you don't have, your opponent doesn't have energies in the discard, if you don't want to lose all your energies with Backdraft, Virtuous Flame is probably your best bet with 170, which is not that great, but it still does good early damage. It kind of puts pressure on your opponent, and yeah, that's the thing. There's so much there's a good amount of variety with this deck. Early on in the game, we're probably going to be using Budew to just stall a little bit because it does take time to build up. We got to build up the Darumakas, we got to build up the Zoruas to the Zoroarks. We need I got a Munkidori in here. Munkidori is good with Adrenabrain. Move with Dark Energy on him. Move 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to another. This helps with Zoroark because if you don't want to, if you take a pretty big hit and you want to move some of that damage off him, Munkidori helps a little bit. Take 3 of those damage counters off him, move it on to a different Pokemon, and then keep attacking. We also have Fezandipiti, great draw power. We can also use Cruel Arrow. So we have ways to get energy onto Fezandipiti, but probably won't. We're going to use it mainly for Flip the Script. Once during your turn, if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your last turn, you draw 3 cards, which is good. This is the ringer I brought in. Okidogi, Poisonous Musculature. Search your deck for 2 basic Dark Energy cards. Attach them to this Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. If any energy were attached to a Pokemon this way, it is now poisoned. So you basically put a Dark Energy on him, Poisonous Musculature. I've gone over this in previous decks, but I think Okidogi fits in pretty well. It basically powers up the attack for next turn, where Chain Craze will be swinging for 260, which is great. Great attacker, and more importantly, it gets through a lot of walls. It actually brings down, well, Milotic won't be the biggest wall we have to worry about. The big wall is the Cornerstone Ogerpon. I wanted an answer for that, and I got one in Okidogi EX. And it's great at pulling Dark Energy out of the deck. It probably will get knocked out easily, so yeah, after poisoning itself with 250 HP, it's not going to be around too long. But Munkidori can also pull the damage off of it through the it's going to poison itself. It can pull damage off with Adrenabrain and throw that back onto your opponent, do a little bit more damage. That's good there. Pecharunt also poisons Pokemon, which is good. We make use of that. It also acts kind of as a Latias EX, or a free retreater, without retreating. Once during your turn, you may switch one of your benched Dark Pokemon, except Pecharunt EX, with your active Pokemon. If you do, the new active Pokemon is now poisoned. You can't use Subjugating Chain more than once a turn. Which is great because Zoroark likes to sit on the bench, then when it's powered up, we try to send it in. There are ways to retreat easily, but if you can't retreat for whatever reason, Pecharunt works kind of like as a switch. It gets around the no retreat Pokemon, like, to give you an example, Maractus and Wellspring Mask Ogerpon that prevent retreating, so that's cool there. And we talked about En's Reshiram already, yeah. So, those are the Pokemon for the deck. I like the way it looks pretty well. Supporting cards, the Buddy-Buddy Poffin. We have just one of these just to get 2 Zorua on the bench. We have a better search card than Precious Trolley, but if that's get prized, then Buddy Poffin's the way to go. But yeah, we get the 2 Zorua out. We can also get the Budew out and one of the Zoruas. But honestly, I'm not crazy on stalling with Budew because it's not the effective stall card I like. But it is good to offset the prize trade. So it does. But if you're just not getting the good hand, Budew does work well as a good stall. We got 1 counter catcher. This deck likes to play from behind. It did like to play from behind, but yeah, so counter catcher does help. One of those. If you're behind in prize cards, you can switch in one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. That's great. Great way to target certain Pokemon that you want to just get out of here. You don't want to deal with them now. We got 1 Earthen Vessel. We have a lot of ways to get Dark Energy out, but Earthen Vessel helps. Discard 1 card from your hand, draw out 2 basic energies. They're going to be the Dark Energies. We need at least 2 to get up Zoroark, so that helps. Energy Switch. Move a basic energy from one of your Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. This works really well with this supporter card, Janine's Secret Art. Choose up to 2 of your Dark Pokemon. For those Pokemon, search your deck for Dark Energy, attach it to them. If the Pokemon that you attached Dark Energy to was the active Pokemon, it's not poisoned. Again, we have a plan for the poison and Binding Mochi, more on that later. But yeah, you can pull those out and then energy switch the other Dark Energy onto the Zoroark EX. So that's a really cool way just to instantly power up Zoroark EX. Nest Ball is kind of also if we if the Precious Trolley gets prized, you're gonna want a Nest Ball, whatever you need to out. It also works really good, and after you use Precious Trolley, if you start losing a couple Pokemon, you're gonna want to Nest Ball something else out to replace it as soon as you can. I usually like to use Nest Ball and Fezandipiti like right after someone gets knocked out. Or just pull anything out, pull something out your opponent wasn't expecting. Munkidori, pull that out after you got just took some damage there. Yeah, so some good surprise moves there. Night Stretcher. If anything got taken out, any Pokemon got taken out, or you just really needed a Dark Energy, probably going to be using on Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand. Just one of them. Best thing I can do with it, Fezandipiti. A lot of people go for that, so I can always bring that back. There's only one Ends Reshiram in here, so I kind of hold on to that Night Stretcher until I need it. Yeah, some people will take it out with Dusk Noir, so I need a way to get that back in. I also have a Super Rod in here, so it's easy to pull back cards with. We have, let's see, Ends PP up. This is one of the ways to get energy back from your discard pile onto your Ends Pokemon. Attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to one of your benched Ends Pokemon. That's important. It has to be on the bench, which is why Zoroark works well. Just keep it on the bench until you want to start attacking with it. Just pull that energy right back onto Ends PP up. The cool thing I like to do, like I said earlier, trade, discard the Dark Energy, draw 2 cards, then Ends PP up that Dark Energy right onto the Zoroark EX. So you basically got 2 cards and an energy attachment that turn. Precious Trolley, probably the card you want to get with Arven. You want to basically fill your bench with certain Pokemon. I chose this one over other cards like Unfair Stamp and Prime Catcher because I want to get set up as soon as possible. I want to get these Zoroarks out on the bench as soon as I can so I can start drawing whatever I need. And usually what I'll do is with Arven, I can just search your deck for a tool and an item. The item I'll get is Precious Trolley, and the tool I get is TM Evolution. And then I can basically attack on my first turn going second. I can just attack and then evolve. I usually get like 2 Zoruas, Darumaka, the Ends Reshiram, and whatever else the situation depends on, maybe a 3rd Zorua. And then I can just TM Evo, usually the 2 Zorua into 2 Zoroark, so I'll have those ready to go next turn. And then, let's see, we also have Super Rod, great like the Night Stretcher, but these, I choose 3 in any combination, Pokemon or Basic Energy, and they just go right back into the deck. And I can pull them out pretty easily with Earthen Vessel, Janine's Secret Art, or Nest Ball, or Ultra Ball. Speaking of Ultra Ball, you can use this card to discard 2 cards from your hand and search your deck for any Pokemon you want. I got 2 of those. This is kind of a backup plan to get out certain evolution Pokemon like Zoroark EX, Darumaka, or if I just need to discard some energy to to use Ends PP up, still good. We also have Artazon in the deck. One of those. We just again, if we can't get set up, you want to get set up. That is important with this deck. Get the setup. Get your Zoroarks out. You want to get your Darmanitan to a Darumaka. You want to get that Reshiram out. You want to get all your Ends attackers out. You can get out the Munkidori, start peeling damage off. You can get the Pecharunt out to send in for the poison send in Zoroark for the poison play. Yeah, so. Oh yeah, not Pecharunt. You want Munkidori, mainly Munkidori, the Ends Reshiram, the Darumaka, whatever you really can get with Buddy Poffin. The Artazon works well with. The problem is you want to be careful when using it because your opponent can use it as well, and we're seeing a lot more one prizer decks, so that could be pretty detrimental. We have Ends Castle. Ends Pokemon play have no retreat cost. I like this card. Some Ends Pokemon decks are not using it. I like to use it to cancel out the Artazon after I'm done with it. It's like, okay, I've used Artazon to my heart's content. Ends Castle now, and I can basically stop my opponent from using any more Artazon after that. But also the retreat cost on some of these Ends Pokemon is a little ridiculous. let's see, 2 on the Reshiram, 2 on the Zoroark EX, 3 on the Darmanitan. Yeah, so if something gets boss ordered, you're going to want to retreat it, and Pecharunt also helps with that, but I don't want to always poison my stuff. We got Arven, search your deck for item and tool. Early game, Precious Trolley and TM Evo are the best way to go. We use Powerglass to basically pull energy back to attach onto Zoroark, preferably after you use Flame Body Cannon. You can discard the 2 dark energy, and at the end of the turn, pull one right back onto him, and then if you have another dark energy in your hand, just attach next turn. You can also use Binding Mochi. This is the poison play. I'm talking about the tool cards. I just want to get this out of the way. If you want to power up some of these attacks are a little lacking in power. So a Binding Mochi after it's been poisoned by, say, Pecharunt, or poisoned by Janine's Secret Art, you can just pull that right out of the... Yeah, you use that Binding Mochi to power it up after it's been poisoned, so now it does 40 more damage. So now, say, Flame Body Cannon will do 130 to the active and 90 to the bench. Virtuous Flame does 210, which is great. Takes out Ogerpons very easily, not Cornerstone Ogerpon. Just gives a little extra boost to kind of like make your opponent shake a little bit, surprise your opponent. They'll try to calculate stuff. It's like, oh, okay, I can send in the Teal Mask Ogerpon, and it won't have to. I won't have to worry about it getting taken out. But yes, you do, because I Binding Mochi'd. We also have 2 Boss Order. Great card to pull out your opponent's bench Pokemon, get those bench warmers out of there. You're trying to. I think in one game I used it on a Latias EX. The Zoroark was a dark type Pokemon. It's more powerful. It's Latias EX has a weakness to dark, so I was able to get easy 2 prize cards, even though I probably should have chosen a different Pokemon. You'll see. But yeah, Boss Order, great to pull out cards just like Counter Catcher. Put 2 of those in. Iono, I kind of went back and forth about how many Iono I should have in this deck, because this deck likes to be dominant, but it wants to be dominant, but it will fall back in prize cards you'd like to play from behind. If you are playing from behind, have 3 or 4 Ionos. I kind of went back and forth between 3 and 4, but 3 it feels right for now. Jacq, search your deck for 2 evolution Pokemon. Self-explanatory. We got 3 Zoroark EXs and 2 Darmanitan EXs, so you're gonna want to get those evolution Pokemon out ASAP. Janine's Secret Art is one of the best cards in the deck to get energy onto your Pokemon. Choose 2 of your Dark Pokemon, basic energy on both of them, and then you can always Energy Switch, or just attach energy to return the other energy onto the Zoroark EX and get that instantly powered up. And it also poisons too. And then Powerglass we talked about, TMU we talked about. I got 8 Dark Energy, which is a little high, but I like having more than not enough. Reversal Energy. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides colorless energy. If you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent, and this card is attached to an evolution Pokemon that does not have a rule box, very important. We cannot use this on Zoroark EX, but we can use it on a different Pokemon. I'll talk about that in a second. This card provides every type of energy, but provides only 3 at a time. This is kind of a last-ditch effort card to attack with Darmanitan. If your Zoroarks are down, if you can't get anything going, you need to attack. Flame Body Cannon might be the way to go. Just attach the reversal energy to the Darmanitan. You can send them out immediately. You're behind in prize cards. You can take out 2 Pokemon. I can see a come from behind victory from taking out some weaker Pokemon, but it is kind of situational, so I have only 1. I thought about putting 2 in, but 2 seemed a bit much. This deck has a lot of cool tricks in it that I had to like make space for. But I think the 1 reversal energy is definitely the way to go. So that is the End Zoroark Okidogi deck. I actually had 2 Okidogi in here, but that seemed too much, so I cut it down to 1. And we're gonna get into the battles. We're gonna see how it works. Let me know what you think, guys. Let's go. Okay, we're starting with Zorua. I got the Arven now, so I'm happy about that. Problem is I'm giving away exactly what I'm doing, but that's okay. Oh, another Zoroark deck. Okay. Game on. Let me think. Yeah. Zoroark or Caludon. It's a weird combination. Let's see how it works, though. Yeah, he's going... Got a Budew. It's not... The grass weakness will suck, but... Fezandipiti, it's interesting that he just played that. Relicanth. Okay. I'm not sure if Relicanth would go for like Zorua after it's already evolved into Zoroark. I don't think there's a point though. It doesn't really matter. Here we go. I have an energy right. Yeah, good. Zorua. You. Dory. And I think we're good. Yeah, because actually, let's do that. I have a new idea. Oh, I can't subjugating change that in. Oh well. Should have gotten rid of the dark energy because too late. Darmanitan's in my hand, but I'm not counting on it staying there next turn, so... But I can still trade in whatever, yeah. If he Ionos me now. Which I feel like he might do because I did use the Earthen Vessel. Let's see what happens here. He's probably gonna get two Zoroarks. You gotta love when we get these mirror matches, though. They kind of... They do show a pure resemblance of a person's skill in this game. And mine is lacking. Honestly, I've been off and on with Pokemon lately. It's cool. I spent the weekend off with my family, so I'm kind of a little rusty on some stuff. Battled some friends yesterday with my new Roaring Moon, Toxic Roaring Moon deck that uses Pecharunt and Brute Bonnet. That's for another video, though. I'm still working the kinks out of that one because it's a weird thing. I have 2 Roaring Moon EX and then 1 Baby Roaring Moon. I kind of keep going back and forth between taking that 1 Baby Roaring Moon out and putting Roaring Moon EX in, third one of those. But then something happens where it's like, okay, I need some kind of small attacker for the prize trade, so I never get the Baby Roaring Moon when I need it, though. Usually get it early on in the game when I don't want it. So Arven, so yeah, he's probably gonna do me. I guess, okay, my idea won't work. I can trade the dark energies. Let's see what we get. Okay. The Vengeful Punch is coming back now. Perfect thing for Budew. Ah, where'd it go? Okay. Well, it's gone. I got rid of it the easy way. I glitched it out. I glitched it out of existence. Okay, let's trade in 1 energy for now. Now looking for an ends PP up. Yeah, hold on to that other dark energy. Alright. The best thing I can think of is Arven. What the heck? I have a dark... Oh, I can't... Oh, wait, the Budew. Crud. Okay. Let's see. Put that one there for now. Put that on him for now. I might have... Yeah, I might have erred here. I can pull it back with the Powerglass, yeah, that would work. Use this, though. Can't target the Budew. Oh well. Next best thing, Fezandipiti. Let's retreat this. I don't know if this is going to do anything helpful. He's got the end Zoroark. I think he's just using the end Zoroark as a draw engine for Arcaludon. Yeah, the Budew's there. It's not there. I glitched the game. It's weird. I don't know how I'm going to be able to attack with it, though. To attack it. Arven. I guess as he's going for... Probably going to go for the Arcaludon now. He's got the Steel Energy in his disc... Oh no, just the one. Okay. Oh, so yeah, he can still put it... He can still attach for this turn. There's the Earthen Vessel. Discard the Steel. Okay, gets 2... Okay, so... Now he's probably gonna... He probably has the Arcaludon already in his hand. If he doesn't, he can always draw it out pretty easily. There it is. Big bad Arcaludon. Assemble Alloy. Throw a 2 on him. Yeah, and that's 60 from the... Okay. 60 from that, and then... I'm just thinking in my head here. I can boss order it out, though. Hold on. Can't see what it does. I think I'm not sure if it has to be in the active spot or not. I think it has to be in the active spot. I should probably just take out the Zorua then. No, never too late. I probably should take out the Relicanth then. Nah, it's too much. Threw away the counter catcher. I can't say I blame him. Itchy pollen, there it is. Oh, it's back. Okay, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay. I want to take out that... No, do I want to take out the Relicanth? I can take out the Relicanth. Hold on. Knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon. Okay, yeah, okay, it's only 4 damage counters. Okay, I thought it was 6. I'm thinking of something else. Alright, let's trade. I'm not gonna need this Iono in a second. Binding Mochi. Careful here. I can trade the Jacq. I don't need the Jacq. Versal Energy. Janine's Secret Art would be a good way to attach some Dark Energy. Oh, I can't boss order though. That was kind of dumb. I can still get the knockout either way. Relicanth. Okay. I'm gonna put the Binding Mochi onto and Zoroark EX right now. Yeah, he's gonna take 4 damage counters. 2 prizes though. And he's not quite... He can't quite get the knockout. That's the thing I like about the Powerglass. Powerglass, I can just start repowering that up. And he can't get... He has to get the kill. Or else the freaking Virtuous Flame, or the Powerful Rage is going to be a nightmare for him. Problem is, when I lose the Reshiram, that's going to hurt, so... If he can knock out that Reshiram, that would be good for him. If he's got a counter catcher, probably going to use that. I never thought about using the Zoroark as a pure draw engine for this deck, but it actually works pretty well. He's going to Iono me. Can't say I blame him. Dark Energy, I got 2 Dark Energy in there. Ooh, they're all my Dark Energy are going to the bottom. I gotta hope for the other Earthen Vessel or some way to get that out. I got trade, so. If he's gonna Iono me, he probably should have done it by now. But if he does Iono me, I don't have to worry about boss order. That's my big fear right now, because I still have my Night Stretcher, so I can always pull back the Ends Reshiram. But in battles like these, where this guy's taking 2-shot kills with Metal Defense... Oh, he got it. He got covered the gap with Black Belt's training. Okay, he's not using Iono, so that's good news. Is he gonna send in Hop Zacian? God, this deck's kind of all over the place, but I love it. He's got the knockout. I'm not sure if I want to use the reversal energy on the Darmanitan just yet. Old defender, that's gonna get the knockout. Just enough. Munkidori right now. Still have a boss order. Back pocket. I kind of want to Iono though. stand PP up on that. Oh well. I'm thinking I'll Iono after I Nest Ball Fezandipiti out. Four for you, four for me. Big ol' happy family. Let's flip the script. See what we get. Still trade. Let's trade one of these. Do I want the art? No. Maybe Ultra Ball. Just switch. Okay. And it's PP up, so I can always. Subjugating Chains. Zoroark. He's probably gonna pull him back if he probably has a Turo scenario or had a Turo scenario. Don't have anything I can really... I can't pull back any energy. I lost the Powerglass, so... This did a good amount of energy, so... I can always... If I want to, I can come in with Flame Body next turn. Swear to God, if you get a freaking boss order. Okay. That's still not much better. Or another one of those freaking black belts training. I didn't use trade last turn. I didn't need it. Yeah, you gotta be careful with trade because you will deck yourself out. Yeah, I think he might have the Tauros. Did he? No, did he? He used the. He did not use the Arven. He's using the Arven. Okay, I don't have to worry about Tauros scenario. Try to retreat it because he's got the Hop Zacian he can attack with. That's probably what he's going to do: attack with Hop Zacian and then come back in with our Calyodon. You gotta find that boss order. We got two of them, I think. Yeah. Again, the deck list. I really should keep the deck list like near me when I. See what my roadmap is. Oh, okay, turn left at the boss order. Okay, put me in near knockout, not quite knockout. Don't know why he didn't. Well, he didn't have anything to really attack with. Probably gonna come in with the Zacian next turn and get the attack off. Yeah. Switch that to the Pecharunt. Okay, he conceded. It's like, yeah, I got a roadmap here. But yeah, I would be ahead in prize trade. He'd probably send out the Zacian next turn, and then the Zacian would get knocked out. So it was not going well. Good game, though. Turned it around, though. Yeah, this might be a bad hand. Might be. Shut up. Nest Ball, Iono. There's the Hop. Okay, this is a Hop deck. Probably similar to the one I played in the previous video. Nest Ball. I could start with the Okidogi. Oh, actually, I have a way out. Okay, it's gonna take a minute. But if this deck is what it is, I don't have to. Okay, so we're gonna start with the Okidogi. Play that. Those two. That's poison now, but that's okay. Retreat. Poison musculature. If he tries to bring, if he even thinks about bringing out that Zacian next turn. Well, he won't. That's kind of how the Hops deck works, is that, like I said, it has a kind of a script to it. Unless this is a variant of Hops. In which case, it uses Iron Valiance. Yeah, he's definitely getting out the Hops, Zacian. Problem is, I didn't get the, he's retreating. Got the Zacian. He's bringing the Zacian in. He's got the Zos. Problem is, that Zos is going to get knocked. Unless he has a way to... Nope. So 90 to me, that's 100 there. 30 to the Fezandipiti, that's fine. Come on, Munkidori. Give me a Munkidori. Boss fight. Okay. My Iono on this one. I'll give him 2 more cards. I don't need the Binding Mochi on him right now. So, I have a dark. I do have a. I do. I want to peel some damage off of him. The Hops Crammer's gonna knock him out. Okay, that's not. There's no point to that. Got 2 Zoroarks. Let's future plan here. Let's get the knockout now. Take the 2 prize cards. Hops Crammer and do its thing. Okay, he still needs the Hops Choice Band, which he's going to get. That's easy to get that deck if they run 4, which they do. He also, let's see. No, he's got it. As long as he has one of those things. No, he's already got it. Even he just needs an energy. Energy or Hops Choice Band, anything to power up the attack. So yeah, he's going to get the knockout. That's going to be 2. I don't know why he put it on the Snorlax. That was a weird play. Fezandipiti, yeah. I don't know. Great. Alright, well. Glad I have Fezandipiti. As long as he doesn't boss order it. No, he already Iono'd. As long as he doesn't counter catcher it. Don't give him ideas, Tim. Send out the Zorua. Yeah, we'll send out one of the Zoruas. That works. Let's flip the script first. Good. Bunch of Darumaka. That helps. kind of want to use the Iono. These two guys, I'm not going to need them. The reason I didn't do the active one is because I wasn't sure what I was going to get here. Okay, this works. We're going to trade. I don't want to give him anything. I think he's got everything he needs, but I don't want to give him Munkidori. Can't get the knockout with anything he has. Almost certain. Already traded. Trying to think if I want to Binding Mochi it. Let's just go with the End's Castle. And do I want to Nest Ball anything? Yeah, I was thinking about Nest Balling. Doesn't matter. Joker. Yeah, we're just gonna go for the Virtuous Flame attack. I didn't want to just take one prize, but my feeling is he's gonna... Okay, he's sending out Munkidori, which was dumb because he should have sent out Cramorant. He can still... Unless he has the unless he has a Psychic Energy, which I don't think he has. I don't know, I wanted to take out one more Pokemon because I didn't want him to use Hop's Cramorant. The other Hop's Cramorant. He whipped on the Nest. Okay. Whipped the Nest. Flip the script. Prime Catcher, yeah, he's going for the Fez. Okay. He probably had the Prime Catcher in his hand to start. Arven. And let's see, what do I want to do? Okay, I'm going to attack with Zoroark next turn. There's the plan, this Snowy Mountain. That might hurt. How many more? I think I got... there's the Artazon and the End's Castle, so I only have one more End's Castle in the entire deck. Just planning to use that attack. So throw the damage probably onto Zoroark because he wants to get a 2/2/2 prize knockout. But I want... Okay, I can actually do this. I can counter Catcher Latias out. Is Pecharunt EX still in the deck? This is kind of a gamble because I don't know. I need to poison him. I need to poison the Zoroark to make this work. There's the Precious Trolley I forsakes. Precious Trolley. Look around and Okidogi. trade this Nest Ball. Switch. There's the Iono. That's what I wanted. Okay. So 90, 180 plus. Yeah, that'd be perfect. He might still have me after this, but... yeah, I'm down to 2 cards, though. That's good. I can only do 90 damage, so I'm trying to think. Problem is, he won't have any energy to attack with next turn. So I might just have to go for a 1-prizer here. Yeah, I can't give his Munkidori any fuel. 420! Nice. Okay, he's got 3 cards, but he's going to get more with the Fezandipiti. Looking back, I probably should have taken out the Pecharunt or the Fezandipiti instead. I was thinking about going for the Flame Body Cannon and get the knockout there. He might still have me. I should have attacked the Fezandipiti. I know people are like hitting their like smacking their screens like, what's wrong with you, Tim? Why didn't you do that? Yeah. I still got some. I'm still rusty. But he still has some stuff to do here. So 170, 210. He needs the post wick. Okay, it doesn't really do anything. I think he's trying to limit cards in his hand. He's just trying to buy time. He's thinking of something. He is not... Has he used the Fezandipiti yet? He did use the Fezandipiti. He flipped the script already. Okay. There's that. He's bringing this guy in. But they can't do anything. You attach an energy per turn, though. So he can move that onto him. Play on this snowy mountain. 230... Does he have the Blood Moon? If he has the Blood Moon, that's game. Dark Energy. 210, 240. Oh my god. He's got the Blood Moon. Okay. He actually had me with if he could have got another energy on the Snorlax, but yeah, that's a good game. Wow, that was a close game. Had a lot of fun with that one. Yeah, even a loss is a... Yeah. I should, but next time attack the Fezandipiti. And that is going to wrap things up for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to TimPlaysAGame, and stay tuned for more Pokemon TCG live videos. Not sure if I want to do the Belly Bolt, Reaching Bolt deck next, which is kind of fun. The Gardevoir Clefairy deck is popping off pretty well. Just get, yeah, Gardevoir, or just Clefairy just injecting new life into Gardevoir. And then there's one of my favorite decks, the Toxic Moon deck. Toxic, it's got Brute Bonnet, Pecharunt, and Roaring Moon EX, so it's a very interesting deck. We'll see about that one. But until next time, this is Tim from TimPlaysAGame signing off, and have a good night, guys.